Hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka on Blitz, and I am back with another dose of love and genuine affection for you, the people of Blitz. Today, I'm just giving you a quick look at the start. This is the only game I played in the M60, and as I mentioned in the last video, I'm actually learning how to play on a Macbook with a keyboard and a mouse. So I'm not terribly good at the present. I'm certainly not as good as I am on an iPad, but I'm getting there. And one day, I'll be okay to play without being a detriment to the team. But you can see my motor skills are not really happening. And I keep zooming in by accident and double zooming. And then, where's that button? And there's a tank. Shoot the tank. Everyone shoot the tank. And it looks like a Cyclops, this thing. I'm going to be having a look today at a few games. In the Type 54 lightweight, and then the LTTB, because I mean I probably did it wrong. To learn how to play on a keyboard and mouse, I started driving really fast tanks, and that resulted in a really large amount of losses. But it also made me learn pretty quickly, and you know, if you don't learn, you don't go anywhere. Have a look at this thing. It's enormous. It's bigger than an M48A1, which is already bigger than a T110E5. This is me driving the T54 lightweight. Now the 54 lightweight is one of my very favorite tanks in the game. I love to drive this tank. It's got so many good things going for it. The upper glacis is pretty tough for a light tank. The turret's pretty tough for a light tank. It's got wonderful mobility, and it's got that light tank camouflage that you die for. It does all right, but you can see I'm firing APCR here. IS-3s and IS-3 defenders are kind of like the tanks you worry about the most. With that spaced armor and quite a strong armor profile, you need about 109. And look at me, struggling with the auto aim. Just learning how to play on a PC is a lot harder than you think. But I'm going to do the right thing here. I'm going to rethink things, and I'm going to relocate. It's one of the reasons why I think PC is great, but it's not the be-all and an end-all. You have to play smart still, and you can see I'm going to go around this side, and instead of having to frontally take on an IS-3 in a light tank, regardless of how strong the armor profile is, I'm actually going to get to hit an IS-3 from behind. Now, people are going to whinge about me using APCR. I am struggling to control the tank, let alone figure out which ammo type I'm going to use and which button I press to use that particular ammo type. And you can see here, I think I just tried to press APCR. This is the best part about playing on PC, is this, the auto aim. But the Asian server's lag, coupled with the client's slow response, gives you situations like this. That's right, cue up the magic bullet cam. Point gun at the horizon, press button, watch tank explode. I promise you, I've done testing with this. The gun is actually pointing at the target. It's just the client's not keeping up, and it makes for some really weird situations. I'm not very good at I'm not as good at the on-the-move aiming as I am on the iPad. But when you do lock a target on, you get these lovely, big sliding auto aim moments, which I really enjoy. But anyway, you also get to do things like this, which is pretty cool. This is the no look, and it's really much easier to do on a PC. It's very difficult to do, in fact, on an iPad. You can do it sometimes on Black Goldville and such, but it's a lot easier to do the look away here, and then just wait till they pop on the mini-map. There he is. Thank you. It teaches you to watch a mini-map. Brawling is really good fun like this because, and this is one of the reasons why I really want to learn how to play well on PC, is because you get to see brawls where you don't aim in and zoom in all the time, and you've got to do that a lot more on the iPad. And you can see I'm going to do this here. A lot of aiming with my actual mouse, which is easy to do with the mouse. Don't get me wrong, I think I'm a better player on the iPad than I am on the PC, but I think the PC certainly does give you advantages that you just can't get on the iPad. And one of them is this, the auto aim button, which really is key if you want to practice map awareness and everything. it makes it so much easier when you don't have to zoom in, and you can see people like this because you are actually zoomed out, and you can switch targets pretty quickly and get the job done. And this IS does a really nice job here. He does a really good job. He doesn't give his hit points away, even though he knows he's in with not much chance at all. He's going to make me buy the hit, so I do. Only rolls a 385 shot, and we get the win, get the kill. Now this is a game from Falls Creek. I was very, very slow to load in here. I was still adjusting which buttons do which. And you can see my consumables are 4, 5, and E on the keyboard. They're now Q, E, and 4. And this is just stuff that's happening, and I'm just remapping it all. I make a big error here. I decided to come up here and spot for the rest of the team. Now, the reason I pushed the bridge was basically that I was the only light or medium tank, and they had a team that had 4 light or medium tanks and 3 TDs. So I figured I had a very, very short life expectancy up there. Now, someone's saying attack, and I'm like, there's 7 unspotted reds. Why are you going to drive at them on your own? But you know how it is. I'm going to make a big error here. I should have pulled off from here ages ago. As it was, I didn't. Now everyone else is rolling up here, and they're going to get themselves in licorice all sorts, and I come around the bottom here. And this isn't how you should be using a light. This is bad play by me. This is a light tank. It's tough for a light tank, and that goes without saying. Like, it's a really strong tank. But this T-3485 Victory is doing the right thing. He's angling well. He's waiting. And I'm basically playing into his hands by giving him a chance. Like, I'm at a very close range. I'm under 200 meters. It's not close, but it's not far. And I finally get the memo and decide, look, you're not a heavy. Get the hell out of here. Go and do something useful for your team. So I cruise around the back here, and I'm going to get right to the flank, and I'm going to try and help out. You can see just on my left there, we've got a heavy tank rolling up towards the town area. Now, what I'm going to try and do is help this KV, not a heavy tank, it's actually the flying Derpasaur, the KV-1S. It is a heavy tank, I'm just making fun of it. I'm going to try and get shots in here into this T-25 AT. Below the adrenaline, and I'm spotted, but there's not too many people around here who are actually looking at me. There is a light tank on my immediately to my south, but I've not paid any attention to him, to be honest. Little bit lax working the minimap there by Bushka, and you can see my wonderful firing skills are in full evidence here as I zoom in and finally get the shot in. It's 4 on 5 though, which is cool. It looks like we're a very, very good chance of picking up a win here. And I'm rolling along very, very quickly in the LTTB. It's a cracking tank. It goes so quickly. It's so much fun to run. The T-21's here. We lock in on him and try and just move up. I was going around him, but I thought I'd save the hit points. And you can see I turned the wrong way there. Literally turned the wrong way. Here comes the Van Helsing. I'm trying to use... There you go. Just forward and back. And then straight round here, round the Helsing, using that wonderful mobility, click another one in, and then we're going to charge the Nashorn, doing our very, very best to dodge him. Look at the water, looks lovely. Love playing on the Mac. Looks really nice. And ram, and thank you very, very much. And I won't bother letting you see the T-43 who goes cruising around there, kills a couple of my teammates before we get him away. And here we go, our final game. You can see the driving skills are in full evidence. This is the LTTB again. I'm playing it on a supremacy mode, and I'm unplatooned in most of these games because it's just not fair to make my platoon mates suffer while I learn how to drive this thing properly. This is actually a pretty sensible way of doing business. No one's capped the A here, and it is supremacy. So often people get caught up in the gusto of trying to get kills and grinding in targets. And if you take a little bit of extra time at the start of a game when all the targets are spotted and people are getting stuck in, you can actually get a cap away and help build pressure. And you can see here, we are now 3 caps to 1. Now we're going to lose D if we don't watch out, but at the moment, all the pressure is coming up on the red guys. And here we go, into that T150. Now, the LTTB doesn't have great pen, and I use the second top gun as well, which is a little bit tough when you're trying to get through tanks, even as banal as a T150, which is a tier 6 heavy. And this IS is going to run in front of him right there, just having to switch to APCR to actually guarantee the pens. And even then, it's not really going in that easily. We're going to move along here, just waiting, making sure no one's moving up here on our flank. We're down a tank, but we're in a pretty good spot here. We're going to move along on the right, just looking for that IS. There he is. We switch back to AP, which is fantastic. To actually have the presence of mind to be able to switch your ammo types is a big step forward for Bushka on the Mac client. He's learning how to use a mouse, and he knows how to switch ammo types. And you can see there, we are 2 bases all. So just as well I capped A, because it's a narrow lead. We're now 3 tanks to 4, so we're 1 down. And the boys are doing very, very well, though. They're trying to cap. They're fighting hard. There's that T-3485. And you're going to see some fantastic skills here as I drive the wrong way, trying to get... There we go. I did not want to go that way, and now I'm reversing up, and I get a bounce off my ass, just because God loves a trier. And there's the SP1C. Switch back to HE. Look at that ammo switching. How good is that? And hit for 287. And he pulls back, and I don't know if he thinks he's far enough back, but he certainly isn't. And I would strongly suspect the SP1C is having lag issues. Only 1 left now, and that's a VK2801, and we're going to cruise over there and give him a good spankering. He's hankering for a spankering. So there you go. I hope you like this. I'm really enjoying the way the videos look. Leave some feedback on that. That would be great. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff still. We've got Christmas Day. I'm going to have the day off. But I just want to thank you guys for the year we've had. And I'm just so impressed that the spirit in the community that we've got going on is pretty awesome. And stick around. Hopefully we can do some more things together in the next 12 months. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Look after your families. Stay safe on the battlefield. And bye for now.